Luka Dončić is out for at least a week with a left finger sprain and a lower left leg contusion. The Lakers will reevaluate him in about 7 days. That's the simple, ugly fact. The harder to swallow part. This happens right after Dončić ripped off 2 historic back-to-back 40-point games to open the season, and with LeBron James already sidelined by sciatica. The timing couldn't be worse. ESPN.com. What this means in the next 7 to 10 days. You lose your primary ball handler, primary creator, and your engine. Dončić wasn't just scoring. He was everything that moved the Lakers offensively. Pick-and-roll initiator, half-court creator, clutch late-clock decision-maker, and the gravity that opens driving lanes for everyone else. Without him, the Lakers face a short-term identity problem. Who initiates? Who closes? And how do you replace the constant attention he draws from defenses? The team says they expect only a short absence and will reevaluate, but the upcoming slate is busy, and every game without him is an opportunity lost. ESPN.com, immediate tactical fixes. You'll see 1, more Reaves ball handling. Austin Reaves, already a reliable secondary creator, will now cook as the de facto lead. Expect more ball screens for him, more early clock plays designed to get him downhill, and a conscious effort to keep him in space where he can kick or pull up. Reaves proved he can deliver, career-high 51 last night, so Coach J.J. Redick will lean into that. Reuters 2. Bigger role for Ayton and the paint game. Without Dončić's gravity, the Lakers must punish mismatches inside. Expect more post-ups for DeAndre Ayton, more set plays to free him on short rolls, and an emphasis on offensive rebounds and second-chance points. Small changes that can hold down the offense while the perimeter settles. 2. Spacing and the small ball gamble. The Lakers will need shooters to hit early to prevent defenses from collapsing into the lane. Marcus Smart, Jake LaRavia, and others will be asked to move off ball better and make the extra pass that Dončić usually provides instinctively. Short-term roster and rotation consequences. Minutes will be redistributed. Reaves' usage will rise. You'll see him handle 30 minutes and be on the floor in late-game lineups. That reduces minutes for certain wings and forces bench players into tougher defensive matchups. Play calling simplifies. Expect fewer improvisational possessions and more scheme-based sets. Pick and rolls to Reaves, horn sets for Ayton, early pick and pop to create flow. That's both a limitation and a stabilizer. Defensive load increases. With 2 offensive anchors out, the Lakers must rely on defense to keep games competitive. That stresses rotation depth and could expose fatigue down the stretch. Bigger picture fallout 1, short-term standings. The Lakers can survive a week without Dončić, but a string of losses while both stars are out could dent confidence and cost home court advantages later. The West is tight. A missed week matters. 2. Chemistry questions. When Dončić returns, Redick will need to reintegrate him without destroying the rhythm players built during his absence. That's an art. Get Dončić touches without shutting down players who made plays in his absence. 3. Financial contract chatter. Dončić's durability is not in question long-term, but repeated midseason absences force organizations to constantly balance short-term moves, trades, signings, and long-term structure. The Lakers have to decide whether to chase small upgrades now or trust the core to reconverge healthy. What opponents will try? Teams will attack the Lakers with physical perimeter defense to deny Reaves other guards space and will test the Lakers' interior on both ends. Expect traps, more double teams in the pick and roll, and longer minutes for opposing bigs inside. The blueprint for opponents: deny creation, force contested jumpers, and make the Lakers grind for paint touches. If the bench can't sustain production, the Lakers will be inviting blowouts. The human side: Dončić is elite at reading a game's emotional tempo. Losing him short-term forces role players into leadership moments, and that can be galvanizing. Austin Reaves' 51-point outburst is proof that the roster has grown men who can step up. These moments matter for locker room morale. They can either create dangerous complacency or build a deeper buy-in. Right now, the latter is what the Lakers need. Thethau, Yahoo, injury context and timeline, reality check. Finger sprains and contusions can be wildly variable. 1 week for a mild sprain is reasonable. A jammed MRI-positive ligament sprain could linger. The team's public optimism matters, but the safe takeaway is this: expect Dončić off the floor for the next week, and plan for a careful ramp back. The Lakers will not rush him back into heavy minutes if reeval shows any risk to shooting mechanics, finger, or explosive movement, leg. ESPN.com 1-week checklist for Lakers fans, what to watch. Who handles late clock creation? Reaves or another vet? Ayton's usage rate and offensive rebound numbers. Defensive rotation. Do bench wings hold up on switches? Dončić's reevaluation report after 7 days. That note will determine whether the absence is a blip or a longer drag. Final image, short and sticky. 2 superstars out, 1 undrafted guard goes nuclear, and a franchise's next 48 hours feel like a pressure test. The Lakers are not broken by this, but they're being tested. If Reaves keeps producing and Ayton eats inside, the team will breathe through it. If not, this week could be the season's early line alarm. Either way, remember the easiest scoreboard truth: the league finds out a team's depth the hard way when the stars blink. Tonight, the Lakers' blink was just long enough to see who's willing to hold the torch. It's never a good sign when your 2 biggest stars are both in street clothes, and right now, that's exactly where the Los Angeles Lakers find themselves. Luka Dončić, the team's newest offensive engine, will miss at least a week after suffering a left finger sprain and a lower left leg contusion, according to multiple reports. He's set to be reevaluated in 7 days, which in NBA scheduling means at least 4 missed games for Los Angeles. It's a brutal blow considering how hot Dončić started the season. In just his first 2 games as a Laker, he exploded for back-to-back 40-point performances, including a 49-point masterclass against the Minnesota Timberwolves on Friday. He had tape wrapped around that left middle finger during the game, a subtle warning sign that turned out to be serious. Head coach J.J. Redick eventually pulled him late in the fourth quarter once the win was secure, just shy of the 50-point mark. Now, the Lakers' offense faces a real stress test. LeBron James is already out while rehabbing from sciatica, aiming for a mid-November return. With Dončić joining him on the sideline, Los Angeles loses more than 70 points of combined scoring and playmaking per game, and it comes right before a grueling 4-game week featuring the Sacramento Kings, Portland Trail Blazers, Denver Nuggets, and Phoenix Suns. That means it's Austin Reaves' time. Reaves, already showing confidence and rhythm early in the season, will likely slide into a lead guard role, handling more ball control duties and initiating the offense. Expect Marcus Smart to bring defensive grit and leadership, while Jake LaRavia and Jared Vanderbilt could see increased minutes as the Lakers try to fill the gaping hole left by Dončić. For Redick, this stretch could define the team's early identity, whether they can hold the line through injuries or spiral before their stars return. The silver lining? Dončić's absence isn't long-term, and his early dominance proved that when healthy, he's more than capable of carrying Los Angeles through rough patches. But for now, it's all about survival mode in Lakerland, and the question is simple: can Austin Reaves and the supporting cast keep the Lakers afloat until the cavalry returns?